Hey folks, welcome to the channel playing Star Citizen 323 here, waiting for whatever next patch comes up next. I'm in my C2, just did a little bit of a cargo run in RCM, recycled materials, right? And I bought like 4 mil worth of cargo, and I just want to see how much that sells for. I did get shot up quite a bit. It was all on me. There was a Connie just waiting, pointing directly downwards. And you know how this is, like sometimes the ships are bugged or something like that weird happens. And I thought, well, yeah, whatever it is, I'll just. And of course, the moment I run back to the ship, the guy starts shooting at me, but he was not very good. I mean, he almost got me. Look at the damage I have there. But yeah. Fortunately, made it back. So 4 mil worth of RMCA RMC recycled RCM recycled materials. Is it? Yeah. So that's what I have in my C2. Let's see how much money that actually means. I'm trying to find, as always. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I lost a piece of my ship over there. But 4 mil, this is the kind of thing that we're told you should be hiring security for, because you're in a big ship doing expensive cargo. Now, is it really worth it? There is a very strong disconnect between what the game is and what the game is not. This is not an MMO in any shape or form. Yet at times, when it's convenient, CIG will say that this is an MMO. Then at times it will say that you're testing and you're not even a real player. So that's one of the many identity crises that we have here, that both players have and the company themselves. CIG they have this identity crisis of, yes, because everything is supposed to be super expensive. It's a spaceship. What else would it be? Right? All of this nonsense that, yeah, we're applying real world economics to a game in which we fly spaceships, right? And that kind of doesn't work. But at the same time, they want to make you feel that it is very, very difficult to get a spaceship in a video game, and they make it so. You earn very little money. They have become tremendously expensive in-game. So yes, it is very much true that now these things are pretty expensive. Then there is the fact that you're able to pay to win, literally so, by just opening the wallet and spending the money. That's it. All you have to do to win, to not have to spend several hours of your life, is spend a few $100 and you buy this C2 or whatever it is. At the same time, that's a huge problem for a game in which the only progression you have, the only satisfaction you get, is not achieving anything special, is not getting anything that others will not be able to have. No. All of that comes down to buying more ships. So that's a huge problem too, because which one is it? Am I right? The only progression I have is doing these things, which I can also do with just spending money. So should I just spend money and buy the ship and look at it and say, hey, I won. I just got it. I got the thing, right? That is a problem. That's a serious problem that we have here, because if that's the point, then we don't have a point. You don't have much of a game, do you? Yeah, try not to crash, because it wouldn't be the first time that with a very messed up ship, very sensitive, as mine is right now, you can blow the crap out of it. So yeah, let's be very careful when landing this thing, especially in the extremely red state that it happens to be in. It's taking a few seconds here to land this nice and sweet. Right, and there we go. Oh, perfect. Nice, successful landing. So, you are carrying a lot of you're carrying 4 million of RCM. How much can we sell it for? Is it worth bringing security? I should have a guy on a ship as I buy, right? I should have a friend from my org. Yeah, sparks coming out of the thing. Sparks, I should have a friend from my org piloting the ship while I go and buy. I should maybe even bring security. So 3 guys doing the same mission. How much money is it that you're making with this? Well, that's where the sales team comes along and says, hey, wait a minute. How much money are these guys making while playing the game? No, we cannot have that. If they make that much money, they will buy the ships in game. And that, of course, is a huge detriment to our sales. We need people to realize how difficult it is to buy a spaceship in the video game and then be more encouraged to buy it with real money. That's what the business model is. The business model is, as I've said a million times, not selling the game, which you could even argue there isn't one. So yeah, it's more about pledging for ships, because you find that your time is more valuable than the 10 hours or 100 that you need to spend to buy something that any adult with any kind of job could easily get, right? It just doesn't make any financial sense. But then what is it that we're doing? What game are you playing? Are you even playing a game anymore? Right? Are you even playing a game? We're just doing this thing where it's more about more about scratching an itch, more about I spend a few dollars or maybe a few $100s to just look at yet another pretty ship, which is something that has been extremely successful, right? So what's the solution for all of this? Well, it is difficult because there's really not a clear solution, especially the conflict of interest that we have between players that just want to play a game, as it is the case for most of us. We just want to play a game, and the company that just wants to make money. So ideally, we would have this point in between where, yeah, some people want to, the point in between, yeah, we're making money, but we're also making a game. And the player is, yeah, we're spending money, but we're also having fun, and we're playing. That's how it would usually work for any normal, typical developing company that, yeah, we make a game, we sell it, and we make our money selling the game. The system by which the money is being made by, not the convention center, I need to go over here, is it not? Yeah, Plaza's here, that thing is a convention center. So it's complicated, man. It is, it needs to be a case that CIG understands that there is such a thing as killing your golden egg goose. The thing is that so far, every time they shook, they got another golden egg. Every time they shook players, they got money, and they keep on doing that. So why change anything? Why stop? I believe it will be the case when that does not happen anymore. That will go like, hey, maybe we need to give people more content because they're just not showing up. They're not spending the money anymore. What's going on here? We need to give them new gameplay. The previous video that I uploaded about the gameplay in Star Citizen, the team, the gameplay or level design team, those poor guys showing what? A bunker from 5 years ago? That was the level design that they did? Or what's going on in Pyro right now, which is, yeah, I guess there is some level design, some things there, but man, is it very little? It's quite poor, it's quite lacking in many aspects. I think that, like with everything else, there needs to be a balance. There needs to be a balance between, yeah, we encourage strongly ship sales. I don't have a problem with that. But at the same time, we are giving you something to play. We are giving you real new content every 6 months. Hey, I mean, why can't we have new real content every 3 months? Is it that something that they're not financially capable of pulling? Oh yeah, there we go. It's not possible to have anything new every 3 months with the kind of team that they have, with the kind of money that they have. Really? That's not a possibility. A deal every 6 months. Every 6 months. You're telling me every year, a new planet, a new system every year, a new place that was conquered and expanded, an own universe. Of course it can do that. Now that means that they would be making maybe a little bit less money, but the way I see it, honestly, if I was in charge of CIG, You know, yeah, of course, what do I know? I don't know anything, right? Of course. But my humble opinion, I would give a little bit more of what players want. I would give them a little bit more content. Still, yeah, still being a complete shill, still, monetizing the crap out of everything, but a little bit more new stuff to do. So, recycle material, oh, okay, so you make a cool mill. 4 mil in the line, and you make 1 million. That is very good. So, is that worth, you know what? Fuck it, yeah, I will say it is worth hiring a guy, security, someone to help you along. So, yeah, I'll say that right away. Yes, yes it is. It most definitely is worth sell a little bit more. Okay. And the last bit. So you risk 4 million, you make 1 mil. I think that it's definitely realistic to hire someone to come along, shoot whatever needs to be shot, and make more money. So yeah, at least in that aspect that I was questioning at the start of the video, 1 mil for something very risky, 1 million in, I don't know what it was, like 20 minutes total preparation and so on. 1 million 20 minutes, split 2 ways, maybe with someone helping you up. That's gonna be a solid, yeah, yeah. That would be a solid gain for someone that is willing to pull security for you. This works. Now, of course, what doesn't work is that that's all there is to do. All you have to do in the game is make money, buy ships, which will still nonetheless be wiped in this cycle that we're constantly in which, at the end of the day, nothing that you do here is real progression, which is something that is basically mandatory so as to qualify as an MMO. But hey, that was interesting. I thought it was a nice find in terms of how much risk reward there is here, especially when you sell it here in Area 18. Okay, bought in Rappel, 4 million bought in Rappel in Hurston, travel all the way to Area 18 and made a decent amount of money. Not angry with that at all. Guys, it's going to be all for now. See you on the next video. Take care. Have an awesome day.